tell if this is working or not. Here we go. Good evening, guys. Hope you guys had a good work week. I just got done with another 6-day haul. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. It didn't ask me to perform any miracles, which is nice. But this week, we're headed back into the Sonic series. Specifically, we are going to be taking a look at the 8-bit version of Sonic the Hedgehog. This game was released in 1991, same year as the original, and was initially only released for the Sega Master System. Now, that might sound weird for a lot of people because last time I talked about Sonic, I mentioned how part of the reason Sega decided to put all their focus on the Genesis was because the Master System was a failure. And that is true, at least in regards to the primary video game markets, which are, North America and Japan. But everywhere else the Master System went, it was actually very popular in Europe and South America. It was especially popular. I think it was even more popular than the Nintendo Entertainment System, actually. But at the time, well, that's why they ended up supporting it, even though their focus was mostly on the Genesis. North American gamers probably know it more for being on the Game Gear, which is also something Sega has perpetuated over the years. Every time they've re-released any, like, the 8-bit version of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, it's always the Game Gear version for some reason instead of the Master System version, which is the superior game for both versions. I can't tell you why, but as a result, that's kind of the versions I'm stuck with playing this game. For this live stream, I'm going to be playing it off of Sonic Adventure DX, which might sound very random, but it's the only legal way I have currently available to me to play this game. So that's kind of what we're stuck with. It also means that the video quality isn't going to be particularly good either. I remember this game being a lot shorter than the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and it didn't take me 2 hours to finish the original Sonic the Hedgehog. As a result, I've decided that if I do finish Sonic 1 ahead of time, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the 8-bit version of Sonic 2 as well. And I'm hoping that's exactly what happens because I really do not want to dedicate a full video to Sonic 2. Anyway, let's go ahead, head over to the game. These Sega commercials were a lot of fun back in the day, weren't they? Quick sound check first. It's because I really do not want to dedicate... Okay, so we're streaming just fine. I'm still recording. That should be good. Not as much fun as seeing Sonic run past it at high speeds, is it? Title screen's not terribly bad. It's basically the same as the Genesis game. They just had to nix the background. I do like the background though, because it makes all the colors here pop really well. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. Yeah, I know. Sound quality there is awful. A map screen, that's an interesting touch. Green Hill Zone. Now, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, obviously the background's not as detailed as a Genesis game, but that's not bad. Sonic looks okay. It kind of looks mangled with the pixel look there, and where on earth is his nose? What's the deal there? Alright, Sonic's getting a little impatient with me, so let's go ahead and play. Wow, that acceleration is through the roof, dude. I've talked about, when I played the first Sonic game, the importance of the physics. And holy crap, dude. Okay, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but it's always fun when you manage to outrun the screen. Not sure why I got that buzzing sound, but whatever. But yeah, in the first Sonic game, I talked about the importance of physics in regards to Sonic's control, how it takes him a minute to pick up speed, and how they essentially have that perfect in the Genesis game. But here, it just feels a little off. He just accelerates too fast, and that can make him feel just a little slippery. Ah. Ah, that's another difference between this and the Genesis game. In the Genesis game, if you got hit, your rings would scatter all over the place, but here you just lose them all with no way to get them back. My guess is that was a hardware limitation. Both the Game Gear and the Master System just weren't as powerful as the Sega Genesis, so they probably weren't able to get that to work the way it's supposed to. As for the music, it's clearly the Green Hill Zone theme. It doesn't sound as good, but hey, what can you do? If I'm not mistaken, this was kind of a rush job. This did come out within the same year as the first Sonic the Hedgehog. So they probably had to rush it out the door a lot faster, because I don't think they were aware of how popular Sonic was going to be. They're hoping he would be popular, but I'm pretty sure the sales of the Genesis game exceeded their widest expectation. So this right here is a good example of why the Master System version is better than the Game Gear version. And that's due to the screen crunch on the Game Gear. The Game Gear had a smaller screen, and because of that, you can't see as much. You notice that when I turn Sonic around, it shifts side to side. In the Master System version, it didn't do that. It was more akin to what the Genesis game was like, which is why it baffles me that's always the Game Gear version that they release instead of, the Game Gear. And Sonic's getting impatient with me again. I have no idea what's below me, so we're just gonna do a leap of faith. Navy SEALs! Ah, right into spikes, of course. I do have fun with those ramps, though. That is fun. And Eggman's got an ugly mug. Even an 8-bit. Fun fact about Dr. Eggman's design, he was recycled from one of the ideas they had for a Sega mascot. It was for a Teddy Roosevelt themed character who would go around in pajamas and a nightie. Not sure who thought that would be able to compete with Mario, but made for a good villain at least. Alright, let's see what stupid plan Eggman has to fight Sonic here. Sup, Doc? That's it. Okay, in all seriousness, I have played this before. And what's supposed to happen there is he drops down and he tries to ram into Sonic. So no checkered wrecking ball. I guess they weren't able to get that to work properly. That was a weird texture with the wrecking ball. But would you say that's a better plan than the checkered wrecking ball, or was it a worse plan? I'd actually be curious what you think. So second level, Well, that sucked. Anyway, the bridge. Not this time, buddy. Very creative level title. Though I gotta say, I am a little disappointed that we aren't in Marble Zone here, since that was my favorite level in the original Sonic. I can just tell by looking at this that these planks are gonna break. And where the heck is Sonic right now? He was just gone there for a minute. Sproing. Again, oh. Oh! Not doing so well, am I? Ha. Alright, let's try that again. I need to be sure to grab some rings. I'm really low on lives. Hey, you know what? I forgot to put 2 hours on the clock again. Dang it. Oh well. Oh! That's close. Really hating the screen crunch right now. And believe me, it gets worse when we get to Sonic 2. It's awful in that game. Notice there. Go back for a second. There's the Chaos Emerald. So, unlike in the Genesis game where you need to get to a special stage, the Chaos Emeralds are just out in the open in this game. Now, ooh. Oh, I think I get to go to a bonus stage here. Not the special stage, a bonus stage. And this might be a good chance for me to get some lives. But yeah, the Chaos Emeralds are just out in the open here. Yep. Bouncing around on springs. Collecting up some rings. Hey, that rhymes. So, this isn't a terribly popular game in the series. I mean, I don't think the Game Gear games in general are terribly well known, and for good reason, because most of them are pretty forgettable. Not really bad, just forgettable. The only time I hear people talk about this game in particular is when you got the rare person who will claim that this is the superior version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic hipsters, I like to call them, because these are also the same people who enjoy that game we do not talk about. But it's an opinion I don't agree with. I don't think this game is anywhere near as good as the Genesis. Okay, what is going on here? Auto-scrolling? Okay, so this is definitely mismatched to Sonic. Now, auto-scrolling isn't anything new. That's a common trope in Mario games. But in a Mario game, auto-scrolling makes sense because most of the time you're able to take your time with the platforming. But in a Sonic game, because it focuses so much on speed, you want to keep that movement going. So having your forward progress restricted like this is kind of aggravating. Now, that's not to say that auto-scrolling doesn't have a place in Sonic games at all. Like, for example, there are a lot of newer Sonic games especially where, like, the boss fights will have Sonic running with the screen instead of like this where the screen scrolls on its own. And that worked just fine. But like this belongs in a Mario game, not a Sonic game. Especially with this screen crunch. This oh so wonderful screen crunch. Okay, do I want to get this? I'm going to try for it. Ooh. Ah. Nice. Easy does it. Yeah, Sonic does feel really slippery here. Thankfully, I've got lots of experience with platformers, so I'm able to adjust pretty easily. Ooh, not the special stage. Why do I get the sense I'm going to be maxed out on life by the end of this? Oh, this is getting more elaborate. We got pinball bumpers. Whoa. Whoa. Ah, going all over. Okay, so maybe I'm not going to end up flush with lives. Ah. The level wipes him. Not sure that was terribly helpful. Don't mock me, Eggman. You know what? I got a boss fight next, don't I? I'm going to kick his butt. Bridge. Ooh, a life. That's nice. Trying to remember what the boss fight here is. Whoop. Full steam ahead, Sonic. Well, not really full steam. While slow down there. Slight slow motion. Kind of fun, actually. Okay, what is this? Whoa! Well, I guess that answers that question. There's that slowdown again. Seriously, where is Sonic's nose? Okay, so evidently I can't bounce off him. Oh, seriously? Okay, Eggman. Oh, I can't bounce off of him? Good. Yep, do the same thing again, Eggman, because that worked so well for you the first time. Wonder how many times Eggman has had his machines blow up in his face. Say what you will about the good doctor, but he's a durable son of a gun. Jungle. Man, they are really inventive with these level titles, aren't they? Okay, this actually looks really good for the Master System. Look at the colors here, dude. Did you shoot me with fireballs? That music is really fun, too. Isn't really Sonic-y. Ah, wonderful, another leap of faith. I think there's something under here, so I'll just... Oh, good. Okay, and we got vines here. Oh! Okay, that's kind of hurting my eyes, actually. Ah! Don't know what happened there, I was pushing the jump button. Oof, that's... Easy does it, Jagger. Oh, good. Hex. Ah, dang. Yeah, can you tell I'm not as familiar with this game as I am with the Genesis game? Oh! Not cool, dude. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. You're gonna take it nice and slow here. That's something I really don't like saying when I'm playing a Sonic game. Then again, this was technically the second Sonic game ever released, so I guess I should have cut it some slack. Man, that water effect hurts my eyes. Can you imagine playing that bit on a Game Gear? That's small screen that you can barely see anything. That was the nature of backlit screens back in the day. Anyone else thinking of that level from Super Mario Bros. 2? This actually is some fun platforming right here. Okay, we gotta do some log rolling? Yep. Lumberjack style. Nope. Ah! Stupid water. Okay. Okay. Easy does it now. Ah! Wait, didn't I have rings? I guess I did not. That's frustrating. Need to focus. I guess it's just easier. Oh, that's why the log is there. There's a current that I can just ignore. Ah, you're not getting me with that again. Really hope there's something below here. Ah! Wait a second. Wait, did I just get sent back to the start of the level? Wait, do you have... Oh my goodness. Something just occurred to me. Okay, so the 1-ups don't respawn. So that box I just hit, that's your checkpoint. And it just occurred to me that if you want that to keep respawning you, you have to hit it every single time, which is just... Why? That was easy. Okay, like... Why didn't I just jump that way to begin with? Seriously, a stupid screen crunch. I hate it when it scrolls up because then I can't see where I'm landing. It's a very important part of platforming, being aware of your position in relation to everything around you. It's part of why screen crunch in games like this is such a nightmare. Okay, I'm not... Okay, so this is a ramp. Ooh. It's very stressful when you play a game like this and you only have one life to your name. Oh, there's a log right here too. Okay, one level down. Okay, I definitely need to get some lives here. This is turning out to be a lot harder than I remember. Hopefully I don't get a game over and have to start from the beginning. Okay, good. I'll be able to get some lives here. So one question I have to get asked about Sonic and what the significance of the rings are in the context of the game, or in the context of Sonic's world. Well, essentially, and the thing is, there's not really a definitive answer for that. They don't really explain what the rings are in-game. But other Sonic properties have added their own idea of what the rings do. The one I always... No! Ah! Dang. Come on, continue. No. Whoopee, that's a jungle out here. Yeah, I was watching Regrets go wild before I started playing this, sue me. I thought about sending the link to this live stream to my folks. They were asking about... Crap. Alright, let's take this from the top. Definitely going old school here. I have a better idea of what I'm up against though, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to get back. Here we go, see if we can outrun the screen again, and yeah, we can do that consistently, that's something. That's disappointing. I was hoping I could outrun it for the whole level. Kinda almost like Eggman has buck teeth there, doesn't he? If I'm not mistaken, there's only 4 levels in this game. So, after the jungle level, there's Eggman's factory, I think, and then that's it. So I really don't have much further to go here. Not falling for that again. Yeah, it's something else this game is lacking. We still don't have the spin dash. So I don't have a good way of just randomly picking up speed on a dime. Silver lining to Marvel Zone not being in the game. At least there's no Labyrinth Zone. I call that a fair trade-off. I completely forgot that was there. Yeah, that sign isn't terribly helpful. I do remember this, though. Jump the spike pit. Okay. I completely missed that, didn't I? .30 minutes into the stream. Alright, so Eggman sucks here, so I'm just gonna throw him a bone, just to let him attack me. Oh, he flashes. I don't think he was flashing earlier, was he? Alright, Eggman, take a shot. Whoa, that was fast. I'll give you credit, Eggman, that actually wasn't bad. Alright, free to critters, get on with it. Another life, that's good. The bridge. I wonder how long it took them to come up with that. See, I learned. Probably is embarrassing that I'm having so much trouble with this. I mean, this does look very childish, this game, doesn't it? A little embarrassing too, because I know someone in the chat is a girl I met on a dating app. This probably isn't the best first impression of me, I'm sure. Oh, that was close. That was kind of cool, actually. I need to stop playing this like a Sonic game and just play like a regular platformer. But I can't help it. I'm a Hoosier. I got racing in my blood. I like to go fast. There's a lot of slowdown in this game. Definitely doing a lot better than my first run, that's for sure. Okay, is that background making anyone else think of Sailor Moon? Tell you what, I am thinking of the weirdest stuff while I'm playing this game. I don't know what's happening there. I'm just trying to have a good time with it. Ah. I would just take things slower. I could probably max out my lives fairly easily. But whatever. Let's do that stupid auto-scrolling stage again. Stupid piranhas. You know what, that's something else I noticed too. When you destroy enemies, little critters don't pop out here. I guess these badniks don't have the little critters inside them. Now, it does make you wonder, though, when did Eggman decide to start doing that, you think? Because who would think to use tiny little woodwind critters to power evil robots? I guess maybe Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Could you imagine the woodland critters from South Park being turned into badniks? That'd be a nightmare, dude. Oh, man, I thought I was gonna die there. Okay, in uncharted territory here. I don't know what's next. Oh, you son of a... This is why auto-scrollers don't work for Sonic. Trying to remember what I was saying earlier. How did I end up talking about South Park while I was playing a Sonic game? Actually, come to think of it, did they ever make fun of Sonic on South Park? I know The Simpsons did that a lot. And a lot of the weirdest ways, too. Wait, what the heck happened there? What is going on with the graphics right now? I wonder if these little glitches were present in the Game Gear version, Master System version, or if that's just something with the Game Gear. Or maybe it's an issue with the emulation on the DX, Sonic Adventure DX. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, gotta be fast. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. No, Sonic X gets a lot of hate from the fan base, but I still stand by my opinion that the first season is a lot of fun to watch. It's when they started adapting the games that it got bad, in my opinion. Which is weird, because that's what everyone wanted them to do for some reason. I also find it funny, when they were first rolling out Sonic X, must have been, I want to say, 9 years old at the time? They heavily showcased Shadow as a major character on the show, but he didn't appear until the second season, and it was only for a handful of episodes, too. He wasn't on the show that much, really. Yeah, here we go again. Stuff makes me dizzy, that's for sure. Oh! I don't feel like dealing with this, I'm just gonna head to the headset. I at least have to finish Sonic 1. I don't care if I finish Sonic 2, but I have to finish Sonic 1. Now that I know how to beat this Eggman, he is no longer a threat to me. Look at that, the life counter keeps going back under the water. Ah, man, this game is held together by gum and duct tape, it's hilarious. And he's not flashing again. I don't know how he can even hit me. He can't even see me right now. Ah! Wait, what? I had a shield! I've started to think that this game was never bug tested. That's a lot of issues here. Okay. Let's give this jungle level another try. I didn't even push that button. Pigs and chicken, now I'm hungry. Usually I like to have myself a nice cold beer when I do these streams, but I wasn't very good with my diet this week, so no beer for Jaeger. Makes me sad. I'll get over it. Okay, it's not a Sonic game, it's a platformer. I wonder why this level is so much more detailed than the other ones, though. Wonder if this was the first level they worked on. This water effect's still hurting my eyes, though. Hit the checkpoint. Really ought to put Mario on the schedule for the stream. At the rate I'm going through these Sonic games, it'll probably be a while before I get to Mario and Castlevania. Stupid. Well. Teach you. Just gonna go straight for it. Get these here rings. Oh! I don't know why it's this one section that's giving me trouble. Easy does it there. Getting too eager. Crap meat. Use the sound to time my rush there. Alright. No mistakes this time. Why don't I just jump over it? Another checkpoint. Man, this is a long level. Trying to kill me again. Alright, back to where we start. Where I last died. take this nice and slow. Gather up the rings. Hop on up. Man, those stalactites are getting very dangerous, aren't they? Or those stalagmites, I don't know the difference. Some information you just don't retain. So like, I just wouldn't call this terribly strong Sonic level design to begin with. I mean, by the standards of a typical platformer, it's fine. But this really doesn't take full advantage of Sonic's movement. I mean, they still haven't figured it out yet. This does come before Sonic 2 after all, but... Dang. It's almost like a maze of platforming. Can't get up there. Waste of time. Just gotta jump this. Oh man. The slowdown screwed me up there. The hot potato. There go my rings. Like, it's just, like, this game isn't hard, but it's just a lot easier to die here since when you get hit, you can't gather up your rings like you can in the Genesis game. Alright, let's see what Eggman's got for me this time. Or should I call him Robotnik? I'll call him Eggman. Robotnik does sound cooler in my opinion. Plus it's fun to call him Robotnik. I really want to watch Sat AM. See where this goes. I guess this is where I'm fighting him. I think I remember what this does. Ah, that was much easier. I love how they still give you a chance to fall off and die, though. Are those chipmunks or those foxes? I think they're chipmunks. Aw, man. Spoke too soon. You don't have Marble Zone, you don't have Spring Yard, but you have frickin' Labyrinth Zone. And I didn't think it was possible, but I think Sonic is actually slower in the water here than he is in the Genesis game. Gotta say though, I do like that music. Okay, what is going on there? Okay, where's the bubbles? I'm dead. Come on. Where are the bubbles? There are the bubbles. Give me something. Bubble up. Bubble up. Bubble up. There's... I think my heart stopped there for a second. Man, that's still terrifying. We have two different colored blocks here. I'll bet one of them is a trap. Yep. Really hating this screen crunch right now. Okay, now I gotta find the way forward. This way. Okay, I don't know why the spikes didn't get me, but I'm happy they didn't. Please be the only part of Labyrinth Zone here. Please be the only part of Labyrinth Zone here. Leave me in suspense, why don't you? I want an extra life. Let me get my rings. How is this going so fast on the Game Gear? Oh, continue. That's nice. Do a quick sound check. Let me get my rings. How is this going so fast on the Game Gear? Damn. What? Like, I talked about why Labyrinth Zone is such a terrible stage for Sonic. Like, just being forced to go through the water like this slows you down, just really goes against everything you want to be doing in a Sonic game. And it just baffles me that they used it so much. I mean, you have this stage in this game. It makes an encore in the original Sonic game with the fourth part of Mad Gear Zone. I'm probably gonna die, I bet. Ha! God, I hate this level. Okay, Sonic's sprite there is really goofy. Like, they even have Labyrinth Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Why would you bring that back? Everyone hates that level. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Is there anyone out there who actually enjoys Labyrinth Zone? I mean, there are people out there who think this game is better than the Genesis game, so I gotta believe there's some weird section of the fan base that really likes this level. Aw, man. I'm screwed. Come on, bubble up, bubble up. Bubble up. Come on, come on. Why does it have to cut so close? I actually think you run out of air faster in this game than you do the Genesis game. That was unfair. I couldn't see that. Ah. Again, getting screwed by the screen crunch. Made me sound like a raving lunatic. The screen crunch, the screen crunch, the screen crunch. Oh, Chaos Emerald. So, is there any point to getting the Chaos Emeralds in this game? No. I mean, supposedly you get the real ending, but it's probably just a different cutscene. I'm not gonna waste my time. Alright, come on, Eggman. I don't want to be in Labyrinth Zone anymore. Oh, man, that's tight. All that for a life that I'm probably gonna waste. Better be some bubbles. Oh man, I'm gonna love this one. And I gotta do this on a clock too, since Sonic can't breathe down here. Torpedo. Oh, that's not terribly hard to dodge. Can I not run out of air down here? Okay, I got too hasty there. I don't think Sonic can run out of oxygen in this part, so he can suddenly breathe underwater. What's up with that? Coming up on an hour of the stream, I haven't got much time left to do this. I don't know why I jumped. Oh! How about instead of putting this... If Sonic's not going to drown here, can we just have this not take place in the water? Okay, I'm not gonna risk that. Whoa, that's close. Oh, why did you jump? Nope. Nope. Urgh. I can do this. I know I can. I've done it before. That was BS. Please let me just start over there. Okay, good. Just want out of Labyrinth Zone. Usually I love the water, but I really hate it in Sonic games. Unless I'm able to run across the surface of it, that's actually kind of fun. Alright. Probably can't take too many more hits. There you go. Okay, it can only go up from here, right? Seriously, why hasn't Sonic drowned yet? If I had to guess, they originally had him able to drown in this zone, but they realized the boss fight was too hard because of how long it takes to kill it. So they just said, we're not going to make the player worry about that. If that's the case, though, why are you still in the water? Okay, Scrap Brain Zone, we're coming up on the end here. Surely this can't be as hard as the Genesis game. Huh. You know what? This is actually a really good recreation of the Genesis level. I'm actually impressed. Wonder if it's as sadistic. Well, there's a fire spout. Oh, finally a caterpillar. Conveyor belts. Whoa. Man, that acceleration is through the roof there. Ah, there's some electrodes. Alright. That didn't sound good. Nope. It's not what I would expect to come out of there. The sound effects are cutting out the music, too. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Calm before the storm, perhaps? Oh! Got fire blasters. These conveyor belts are awkward. Oh. Ah, you bastard. Screw you, Caterpillar. I'm going this way. Come on, Sonic. Why is it so hard to run up a slope? Okay. What's the danger? Fire spouts? Is that it? Oh, I thought it would be something that would squish me. Okay, I don't like those things. Stupid piggies. I thought for a second there I was trapped. Although I might still be. Guess I'm not going that way. Okay, that's sort of counterintuitive, isn't it? Okay, what on earth is going to happen if I step through this? Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's actually kind of neat. Wait a minute. Did that just... Yeah, it took me back. Okay, is there something I'm missing here? I can't go any further. Now I have no rings. Guess I'll go back the way I came. We'll go low. That was weird. Please tell me this isn't a maze. Why can't I move? I'll go this way. Oh. Well, I guess that's helpful. Ah, come on! At least these things don't throw the marbles at you like they do in the Genesis game. It's better lead somewhere. Okay, why design the level like this? I realize now what's happening. This is a maze. Maybe I'm just too eager to get this done so I can just play a little bit of Sonic 2 for you guys. Because I'm probably not going to get much further than in that game either. At least I know where I'm going now. Just gotta go down here. Make sure this one little pig down here doesn't kill me. I think life's one that's not hard to avoid. And now we can finally move forward. I hope. There we go. It really sucks to die right now. Nope! Screen crunch. You suck. I almost got killed by the cat killer. Yes! That was short of Labyrinth Zone, that's probably the worst level so far. Alright, so what's Eggman's last stand gonna be? Probably something impractical. Is it gonna be anywhere near close to taking me out? Oh. Huh. That's weird. Man, enough with the frickin' mazes. Just gotta find your way forward. That's all there is to parts like this. It's not terribly entertaining. I don't know why this is here. Probably making for a really boring stream too, because I'm not saying a whole lot right now. Notice we lost one viewer right now. Alright, okay. Okay, what's your plan now, Egghead? Huh? What's going on here? Aw, man, more. I do like the change in color, that's neat. That lightning effect sucks though. So I guess I gotta avoid the lines there. Oh crap! Like that. Okay, that was cheap. Now I'm getting a Super Mario vibe here. Hey, bomb. Forgot it does that. I feel like this game is starting to drag on a great deal. Okay, I really like the music there. It's nice and upbeat. Okay, I can't destroy those things. What was I thinking? You're supposed to turn the other way. Okay, why isn't it scrolling up? Okay, that screen crunch is screwing with me again. Here's something else, squish it. One more game over. One more continue. Oh. I couldn't see that. Like screen crunch, the slowdown. See, I can't see where those things are pointing right now. Okay, what am I supposed to do there? Okay, so it would just take me too long to get back to that point, so I'm just gonna move on. So, Sonic 1 8-bit version, it's okay. It's not as good as the Genesis game, though it may just be that I haven't played this one as much, but the level design isn't as memorable. The controls aren't as good. The graphics, obviously, aren't as impressive. But you can certainly do worse. I've certainly played worse Sonic games than this. But it's a very middle-of-the-road Sonic game for me. And now we get to Sonic 2. I know it seems like I was eager to get to the 8-bit version of Sonic 2, but it's not really being excited to play it. It's just more that I just want to get it over with. Sonic 2, the 8-bit version, I honestly think is awful. Let me preface that. The Game Gear version of it is awful. The Master System version, I'm sure, is fine, but the Game Gear version, not so much. So, in order to play the Game Gear version, I gotta pop in Sonic Gems collection because I don't have Sonic 2 unlocked on DX collection here. So, while I'm doing that, you guys enjoy some more Sonic the Hedgehog commercials.
The Sega Genesis game system now comes with Sonic the Hedgehog. All for an everyday low price of $149.99. You'll jump for joy when saving $40 off the original price on one of the hottest game systems in town at the world's biggest video game store.
What do you get when you cross a tiger with a hedgehog?
Electronic Sonic!
It's Tiger's new Sonic the Hedgehog handheld game. Sonic fun for kids on the run. Energize yourself with power sneakers and the invincible cube. Use the supersonic spin attack to smash Dr. Robotnik's evil robots. Sonic the Hedgehog, supersonic fun for kids on the run. New from Tiger.
Once you start playing Sonic the Hedgehog,
Okay, sorry for the wait, guys. I thought we'd take a look at Sonic Gems collection here. It's been a while since I popped this in. Turn the video game audio back on. Do not create, continue without saving. I just wanted to showcase this a little bit because I gotta say what you will about Sega, but they've always done a really good job with their collections. This Sonic Maker collection, even Sonic Origins collection, it usually always has such nice presentation. especially right here with the menus, the music, the imagery. This is back when you could actually charge full price for a compilation collection like this. These days, with the Mega Man Legacy Collection, Castlevania Collection, Contra Collection, they just use stock imagery and no animation, music from the games. Just feels very cheap. So I was thinking that this would be the last time I would actually play Sonic Gems Collection, but then I remembered this is the only way I have to play Sonic R, this is the only way I have to play Sonic Fighter, so we will be seeing this again at some point. But anyway, I'm stalling, so let's just get to the game. Yeah, I just really like the music here. What I think about Sonic Gems, only 3 games on this compilation, and like they're Sonic the Fighters, Sonic CD, and Sonic R. And of those 3 games, the only one that's really worth playing is Sonic CD. Sonic CD, Sonic Fighters, and Sonic R, they're both really bad games that only geeks like me like to play because of how bad they are. And then the rest of the compilation is just Game Gear games. And even the version of Sonic CD here, it's lackluster. It's based on the PC version of the game rather than the original Sega CD version. So, definitely not a collection that was worth investing back in the day. The only reason I got this was because I wanted to play Sonic CD, and that ended up being one of my least favorite games in the series. Probably just pissed off a lot of people by saying that, but anyway, let's get it over with. We got half hour left. Let's see if I can do this. Check the sound. Probably just pissed off a lot of people by. Okay, get an opening cutscene. What you doing, Tails? Eggman? Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Of course he does. Can you imagine how bad this looks on a Game Gear screen? I'm sure on a Master System screen it was fine, but seriously, dude. Decent title screen. The animation's good. The render of Sonic and Tails is great. I do wish they had used a black background though, because that does kind of make everything blend in a little bit more. But yeah, not bad. Oh, a title card. That's a nice touch. Okay, this looks promising. Sonic looks a lot better. There's more background detail this time. Though, one thing you might be noticing is that Tails isn't here. I mean, he's on the title screen, he's in the title card with Sonic, yet he's not here. And if you play the Genesis version of Sonic 2, you know that Tails is chasing after Sonic throughout that game. But he's just not here for some reason. Well, as you saw in the title, he's been kidnapped by Eggman and the goal of the game is to rescue him. My guess is they wanted to have Sonic chasing after Tails chasing after Sonic like in the Genesis game, but couldn't figure out how to get it to work in time, so he's just not here. And they have probably already rendered those title cards, already rendered the title screen, so they probably just decided to leave them in so they could release the game. Not a good first showing for Tails, and yes, this is Tails' first canonical appearance. This game actually predates the Genesis game, if you can believe it. But anyway, let's get a move on. Starting with, I guess a lava level? Whoa. Ooh, minecarts. Da 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 da. Now I got Donkey Kong Country on the brain. Okay, so screen crunch is still in full effect. In fact, I think it's worse here. Like, you notice when I jump, it scrolls up with me. And that's bad because it makes it hard for me to see where I'm landing. That's part of the reason why this game doesn't work all that well on Game Gear. And see, I couldn't see that coming. I wouldn't be able to jump that. Again, couldn't see that. I'm sure already it's looking like we're off to a great start here. So far, the only thing this game has going for it is the music and graphics. But you need more than that to have a good game. Wait. Is that crab meat wearing... Huh. It's wearing William Wallace paint, isn't that funny? Is that offensive? I don't care. Wait for me! Come back! Bouncing around. Praying I land on something. What the heck is that? I can't jump on that! There's not even any spikes on that. Sonic sprite here really does look good though. That's a vast improvement over the last game I was playing. That's a vast improvement over the... Okay, still got good sound. And this is usually the part where I get hung up for a good period of time. Okay, I know this breaks right here. See? That's something else this game is lacking that the Genesis game has. You don't have the spin dash. I mean, really? You don't have the spin dash? And this right here, I don't understand. So if you read the manual, it says that Eggman is holding Tails for ransom. If Sonic wants to save him, he has to bring him the Chaos Emeralds. I should have just stayed still. And I guess that's why Eggman saved Sonic there. But wouldn't it just be smarter to kill him? And then just go looking for the Chaos Emeralds yourself? Man, all I'm saying is, do you really need Sonic to get them for you? If you have a chance to just, you know, let him die, wouldn't that be smarter? What am I saying? Eggman's just not very smart in general. He didn't think this plan out. And again, he never does. What can you do? This is just such a terrible boss fight right here. And in concept, it's not even that hard. You just gotta make the bombs go in that Starlet Pit thing there. But with the damn screen crunch, you just don't have much room to move around, and because you're on a slope there, Sonic's movement is hindered. It's just very hard to deal with. I may not even get past it for the stream. Come on! And it's random. One time it'll be bouncing high, the next minute it'll just be rolling on the floor. With the screen crunch, it is just very hard to determine where you need to be, how you need to dodge. And again, because it's on a slope, Sonic's movement is so awkward. That is such a bad boss fight. Wait, what'd I do there? Oh. I didn't know I could do that. Let's look at it. Smaller resolution, big resolution, small resolution, big resolution. Might as well try it a few times until the stream ends. See if I can get past this boss fight. I've done it before, by some miracle. And it's not impossible. I know plenty of people who can do it, but it's just not easy. I really do genuinely believe that this is one of the worst Sonic games, at least the Game Gear version is. If you saw my retrospect on the blog, you know this was on my top 10 worst Sonic games list. I think it was number 10, number 9, I think? I just don't think it's very good. I could probably quit right now because it looks like my view count is tapped out. No one's watching the video right now. But might as well keep going. I do plan on posting this to YouTube. It's just a regular video anyway, so... Come back! Can't believe I did that twice in one video. Well, at least when you... I can't see anything here. It doesn't even look that bad either. I mean... It shouldn't be this hard. But it just is for some reason. I remember the first time I played this. I was living in Ohio at the time. A friend of mine by the name of Kyle brought this in for show and tell. And being the Sonic nerd that I was, I played it as much as I could while he had it. Then he had me over to his house, I think for a Harry Potter themed birthday party. And I played this game for a good while until the batteries ran dry on it, which didn't take too long. The Game Gear was infamous for its battery life. And I never got any further than this level. Granted, I was 9 at the time, and even in those days I was too stupid to realize that this wasn't the same game as the Genesis game. But that was a fun birthday party, though. Watched Lord of the Rings, played Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the hottest thing in the world, like right after Pokemon started going out of popularity. Telling ghost stories to each other, too. One of my friends got scared, though, had to call his parents to come and get him. Poor guy. I wonder how all those guys in Ohio do. I didn't keep in touch with those guys after my family moved away. Wonder if they'll ever see these YouTube videos and if they'll remember. It was, let's see, focus. Okay, jump. Jump. Damn! Let's see. Cody, Michael, Kyle. There was a fourth friend who, for the life of me, I cannot remember. They probably knew me. They probably remember me as that kid who was overly obsessed with Sonic. They were more sporty types, so that was back when I was more. Oh, come on! You know what? I've just had enough of that. So yeah, Sonic 2 on Game Gear. It's just really bad. I'm sure the Master System version is better, but again, I don't have a way to play the Master System version, so I can't really deny or confirm that. But yeah, 8-bit Sonic 2. Really looking forward to the next time we play Sonic, which will be Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is my favorite game in the series, my favorite game of all time in general. And I think I'll be able to play that for my birthday too. That'll be a lot of fun. But next week, the System Shock remake will be upon us. So I thought it would be fun to take a look at the original game and demonstrate to people why it's so good that this remake is finally coming out. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. I try to do this every week at 8 o'clock, barring some unforeseen circumstance. And you guys have a good work week, and I'll catch you later.